past international, our past international president Gudrun from Iceland is here. She special welcome to you. Today is a special day because it's our last fireside in this Lionistic year, only in this Lionistic year. And together with our New Voices team, we are so happy to see so many of you again. And what are we going to do today? First of all, I would like to introduce you to our moderators for today. We have our Leo leaders of Europe here. And I will introduce them to you. First, Victor Sundman from Sweden. Victor, can you just wave to everybody? Letizia Vanelli from Italy.
Hello.
Berna Bedirhan from Turkey.
Hi.
Yes, Berna. Maria Kliakova from Bulgaria.
Hello, everyone.
And Marta Zanotti from Italy.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you for being here and do this with us together. Our New Voices team of Europe is very, very excited to have you here and work with you today. Let me show you the agenda for today. A short introduction. Then we have a couple questions for you. What do you know about Leos? And it's interesting to see what you know already. Then we switch to our main speaker for today is Maria Kliakova. She will tell us about the Leos. Who is a Leo, he or she? And what do they do? And how are they organized? After that, we will bring you to work and go into breakout rooms and discuss 4 topics. In each room, one of the Leo leaders will guide the discussion. Coming back, we get a summary of all the rooms, and I will conclude afterwards. At the end of this, almost at the end of the session, past International Director Robert Redby wanted to say a few words to you. Unfortunately, he cannot be with us in person, so he sent a video. And this is the great thing about Zoom, you can do anything, bringing in videos, etc. And I hope that you have your favorite drink at hand, because we toast on a successful year at the end of the session. Ready? Ready. Before we go to the polls, I would like you to think about this question. What can you do today that you couldn't do a year ago? I give you just 2 minutes to write it down for you. Just take a minute or two, take a piece of paper and write down what you can do today. And if you have done that, just put it in the chat that everybody can see what you can do today if you want to. Anelia, are you ready for the polls? And we start with the first question. Were you a Leo before becoming a lion? Yes or no? A few to go. Some people have to think about that. Okay, still not ready. Couple of seconds. Okay, Anelia, would you stop it? You see, still 21% were a Leo before coming a lion, but 79% were not. So that will be interesting for the discussion later on. Can we have the second question, please? Okay, we have the same. The second question, have you ever participated in a project 100% led by Leos?
Led by Leos, no.
Oh, you're much quicker now. Can we have the result, Anelia? You see, interesting outcome is it's 50-50. Very interesting. So there's half of you have experienced with Leo projects. Yeah. Third question, please, Anelia. 3. How transparent is the relationship between Leos and lions in your district? Okay. Somehow transparent, very transparent. There is only a few which is not transparent, which is gives me hope actually. Please, Leos, take it with you, this answer, into the breakout rooms. Anelia, our last question, please. Do Leos have roles in your district cabinets? Okay. You see, 63%, which is the majority, have roles in the district cabinets, but there are still 37% to go. So we have a lot of input for our breakout rooms later on. Thank you very much, Anelia. We can stop the polling now. Okay. Then we move on. Thank you very much for all your inputs.
Ma perché non me lo fa vedere?
Sorry?
Io non sento niente.
Please mute your microphone, Nursel. Yes, thank you. Now we get we will get some information about the Leos, introduction, the idea, the structure, the ILO council, and a little bit about the Leo advisory boards, which I will do at the end. And I would like to ask Maria to be ready to give us your presentation. I will switch to your slides. Thank you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. So once again, welcome to everyone. I'm Maria and I'm part of the ILO board. And this year, I'm one of the board members. But what is Leo first? I will present to you the idea, the structure, and the council. So we can start with the presentation. So Leo stands for Leadership Experience Opportunity. If you haven't known before that, the International Leo Day is 5th of December. So if you work with Leos, celebrate that day with them, encourage projects on that day. And maybe, as we saw from the post, not all of you know well Leos, but there are 7,200 clubs all over the world, many Leos in more than 150,000 countries and territories. So it's really amazing how many we are and what a great help we can be with Lions, and we can work really great together. So let's present the structure. So Leos are elves from the age 12 to 30, 35. We have different structure clubs. We have Leo Alpha Club, which is for people aged 12 to 18, and it focuses on young people to help them grow as personalities and make them aware of social relations and how they can give input to their society. Whereas Leo Omega is from a little bit older elves. It's for people that can also work on their professional life while being a Leo. It's aimed at age 18 to 30, but both Leo and Alpha, Omega and Alpha clubs are sponsored by Lions. So they have a sponsored club and they're behind that. But what is a Leo Lion? It's something really new. And actually it's not a Leo club, it's a Lion club. But why is it called a Leo Lion? Well, in order to charter a Leo Lion club, you need at least half of the 20 members to be first Leos. I mean, they should have experienced 1 year at least as Leos. And becoming part of the Leo Lion Club, they are full Lions members, but their Leo experience from before is acknowledged. And it's something we really need to work on because it's a little bit different from the normal Lion Club. It's for young people till 35 years old. So it's like a club which helps the young people get more into the Lions. It's a transition you should really look forward. And I encourage you today, after our presentation, to consider if you have in your district Leo Lions clubs and how you can create some, what you can do, because it's a great opportunity you should take advantage of. We can continue. Okay, as I said, I'm part of Dialogue Board, and now I will present what is it, because maybe some of you don't know it. It's a specific feature we have here in Europe, but it's not an official Lions feature. It's a feature created by Leos in the European and Mediterranean region. We have 33 representatives of Leo districts and multi-districts around Europe and Mediterranean. And what is the idea? We connect people from Europe and Mediterranean. We give them tools and projects that unite them. We want to have something that unites people, Leos, and give them projects, strategies, help them on national and international level. So how do we do that? All of our members are separated into 3 task teams, which I will present just in a bit. And we have a council board consisting of 3 ILOs. This year, I'm part of the board together with Mafalda from Portugal and Patrick from Romania. We also have 2 European activities. As I said, we give activities that unite Leos, and every 2 years we come up with a new activity. Right now we have Leo for Green and Leo Fights Hunger, which I will get a little bit more in details about them, but you can join them as Lions as well. We connect each other through Zoom, like us today, but also when we have the opportunity, we do this in person through Leo Europa Forum. That's how we communicate, because Leos here in Europe, we gather as Lions during their Europa Forum in another way. Again, Europa Forum, but for Leos, it's a bit different, but it's really cool. So if your Leos don't know about this, make them join it. And Victor may help you if you're interested about Leo Europa Forum. And we also meet during international conventions, and we are trying to create an ILO weekend, but during the pandemic, it's a bit hard, but I hope really soon we can do it. Then now we can move on to the themes. The first team is Leo Tours, and as today we have with us one of the members of that team, I would ask Letizia to present really briefly her team.
Yeah, thank you, Maria. In fact, I'm the coordinator of the Leo Tools team, and I could say a few words about it. So my group takes care of really the tools that could be useful to all the European Leos. For example, a useful tool could be the Leo map. You can check it out on our European Leos website. I'll copy paste the link right now in the chat because I think it's very nice. You can already check out our map in which we show all the Leo clubs around Europe. And to give you an idea of where we are and how many we are, it's very useful also to contact other clubs. Then we're preparing, for example, the Leo Experience book, a collection of different services that we find interesting and successful and inspiring for Leos of Europe. And then we always analyze year by year different data that the ILOs provide to the Leo Tools team. For example, I don't know, how is the situation in their multiple district? How is the situation in their district? For example, I don't know, how are the relationship with the Lions? So we do different Google forms, thanks to which year by year we understand, you know, the evolution of the movement around Europe. And from this year, we have also Leo Talkie, which is a new way to get to know Leos from around the world and maybe even learn the language of the international Leos you meet through this Leo Talkie service. And thank you, Maria. You can proceed with the other teams.
Okay, thank you a lot, Letizia. And we continue with the next team. And that's the promotion team. From the name, you can see that we promote what we do. We have Facebook, Instagram page, and we have also a website which you can find on the link Letizia just shared with you. So we are doing all this. You can find, we have a monthly newsletter. So we encourage Leos to share what they do, and we share it with you. How do we do that? On our website, on our social media. And also, if you now go to our website and you subscribe, you will be able to receive every month the newsletter and see what Leos are doing. You maybe get inspired for a project, or you can do something like contact a Leo club in your country. You see they're doing a great job and decide to work with them. We are also helping the other teams with video editing and design for their events. And that's it. We can go to the next team. Thank you. And the last team I'm going to present you is the European Activity Task Team. As I mentioned earlier, we have 2 European activity projects, and they are Leo for Green and Leo Fights Hunger. So we are popularizing those activity projects, and we are giving tools to clubs who want to join those initiatives, like with steps, what you can do, how you can spread those activities in your country. And they're like our large activities, so you can do many projects on those topics. So we give you ideas what you can do, and we give you steps so you can make it bigger. And you can sign a manifesto if you're Leo and become part of the Leo Fights Leo for Green, and also join the Leo Fights Hunger initiative. So we monitor results. So it's really important that if you decide to join our activities, that you share your results with us, your projects. So we afterwards can share with the people that follow our social media, our website, and read our newsletter, how clubs are doing those projects, and if we are achieving our aim to unite you in a common European activity. And that's the last European task team. So I would just kindly ask you to follow us on European Leo's Instagram page, and you can also find separate Instagram pages for the 2 projects, Leo for Green and Leo Fights Hunger as well. You can find them on Facebook, follow us European Leo Clubs, and this is also the website europeanleos.eu, where you can find lots of information about what is Leo, the ILO board, the European projects, Leo Europa Forum, newsletters. You can find the last newsletters from the previous month. You can subscribe, you can contact us. Please feel free to do. I really hope you enjoyed what I shared with you. You find the website useful. It's like amazing too. So I really would be happy if you decide to check it out. And now we will continue with our breakout rooms. I don't want to take more time, so let's proceed.
Thank you so much, Maria. I have challenged her with the time, so she's perfect. Thank you so much. If you want to copy this, just do print screen on your laptop, so you have it when you need it. I just wanted to fill in about the Leo Lions clubs as well. There is some rules for Leo Lions clubs. You need a group of Leos to start a Leo Lion club, and but other young people can join in. So they don't have to be necessarily Leos. They can come from their networks or wherever they come from. And people, members till the age of 30 have a financial advantage in the member fee. So there are some rules to start a Leo Lion club. And the second thing I wanted to say about is the Leo Lion Advisory Board. There is in every constitutional area, there is a Leo Lion Advisory Board, and there are always Leos and Lions in there, discuss with each other and inform Lions and Leos about the initiatives and everything which is important. There are always webinars organized by the Leo Lion Advisory Board. And if you are look at LinkedIn or you look at the Facebook, you can find these webinars. There's very interesting topics they want to share, and it's mainly about service together, Lions and Leos together. So that's what I wanted to add to the great presentation Maria and Letizia gave us. Thank you very much. Now it's time to put you to work. In the meantime, we have 71 participants in this new Voice Fireside. So we have nice discussion groups. You will be put in one of the breakout rooms randomly. So Anelia will be in charge of that. I would like to ask you to remember the questions. Please write them down because you need the topic in your room. So room 1 is about recruitment of Leos, young lions, what works and what doesn't. That's the first room. The second room is the transitioning from Leo to Lions. What can be done to increase the retention and smooth the transition? Okay, that's the second. The room 3 is working together. Share examples of Leo-Lion cooperation and how it can be improved. Because it's done, but how can it be improved? And room 4 is how can we move on together after COVID-19? And what lessons can we learn for the future? And now I will give you your moderator. Room 1 will be Victor. Room 2 is Marta. Room 3, Letizia. And room 4, Berna. Moderators, please don't forget to record your session in the breakout rooms. Thank you very much. And now, Anelia, please put us into the rooms. Thank you.
of a supermarket and we collect products. We demand products from the clients. And so we collect the products and we do these products to poor people or to organization, non-profit, to distribute these products. And it was in Austria, it was the idea of the Leos, and the Leos organized it. But we have lost many Leos, and so only lions are working now and are in front of the supermarket. So it works, but it doesn't work. So we have the problem that the Leos are too less, to have not enough Leos, and they can't do the work without lions. But now it's the problem that there are too much lions, and the work for Leos, there is no. This is a little bit work for Leos, but not for lions. So this is our problem. This year it didn't work because it was of COVID. So it was not allowed to stay in front of the supermarkets and to work. And so our Leos are searching new projects because we think it is not longer to do this because it's too, the Leos are too less. So
no, and I think that's a problem experienced in several countries as well, with the number of Leos decreasing. At least I know that's the case in Sweden as well. I see Phil has unmuted himself. Did you want to chime in?
Yeah, I'll chime. Hi, everybody. Well, there's been a big transition in MD105. I was the Leo advisor, but I'm going back a very long time. And we had 1,500 Leos, one of the biggest in Europe. And as I moved into different areas and the Leos grew up, nobody looked at the back door. And so as they all left the back door and they went to university, and people said, "Oh, this is terrible." And I said, it's not terrible. It means they're successful and this is great. And maybe one day we will be able to bring them back. We didn't have things like campus. We didn't have the tools that we have today. I think one of the biggest lessons for me, which I now preach, is that we have to treat Leos as partners. They're not a project of Lions Clubs International. They're not a youth project. They're our partners. It doesn't really matter what age, because they can do something relevant in whatever they approach. So I believe firstly in inclusion and responsibility, and making sure that they've all got something to do, and responsibility. I guess that boils down to respect. Now, in the UK, it hasn't worked, and I have been pushing for probably 4 to 5 years to try to start a rebuild, which is actually happening. And so we've got officers now for Alpha and Omega. We include the Leo program in our national GST meeting, which coincidentally I chair. So I bring all of our service projects together in like a synergy map, which includes all of our youth programs. And I think that it's a long tunnel, but I think we've got light at the end of the tunnel, but it's very much to do with inclusion. Now, because I have the responsibility and privilege of working with other countries as a country, LCI call it coordinator, I call it country advisor. So like Bosnia, Serbia, some of the former Yugoslavian countries, and Iraq, which is quite diverse. it's not happening in Iraq because it's really a brand new country for lions. But the other countries are really powerful Leo clubs. So I find that what I might call the lions countries that don't have the old baggage, if you understand me by baggage, old-fashioned ways like in the UK, we find that the newer countries have great success working with young clubs. So when I go to these countries, one of the questions was, have you worked with Leos? Yes, I've been in the center of Belgrade where the Leos have organized diabetes testing. Amazing 2 days. And I've been in Albania working with Leos and lions to do sight vision screening. And we did 7,200 people in 5 days. And I've been with Leos that have organized vision screening with the cameras in schools. And I've been the only lion because I look after cameras for vision screening. So yes, and I have very close relationships with Leos, and it's all about them believing that you believe in them.
Yeah.
Is that enough to get you?
Invited Leos inside her stuff, we can say. So she helped somehow this transition from Leo to lions. I think it is interesting to know the ideas of the people that are in the room with us, to see together what we can do to increase and to smoothen the transition. No, it would be nice if some of the present here could say something according to their experience. What can help this transition? What is your idea about these transitions? What can we do?
Who organized this amazing service about environment. She prepared, the books to color for the little children, all about a story of sustainability and preservation of the environment, to teach, already to the little kids about this important topic. And this won the grant. So I think she did a great job, and it's a great opportunity to improve the services.
We are very thankful to LCF, and also with the European Symposium this
Exactly.
fall, many clubs were motivated and inspired. And thank you, LCF Chairperson Gudrun, that you're with us as well. We're grateful for those contributions.
Absolutely. And have you heard, what about the others? Have you heard about the environmental grant also in your country? Did Leo get any in your country? What about your Lions Club? Did you guys do any environmental related project?
If you allow me, Letizia, I may say that for Bulgaria, we have received a few of those environmental grants, and 4 clubs in our district and 2 clubs in our region, Bulgaria. 2 of the clubs in the district have Leo clubs, and all the projects were prepared so that we can work together.
Oh, good point. Yeah, I have noticed that for the grants is important, right? The collaboration, Leo Lions.
Yeah,
that's true. Actually, I think, I'm pretty sure. Also for the, the Leo LCIF service grant, the general one, not the one related to environment. Basically, at the beginning, it wasn't a rule to have collaboration Leo Lions, but now they changed it. So from this year, it's compulsory. If you want the LCIF grant, you have to organize something together to, make a more powerful service with Leo and Lions together. So it's a great point. And maybe it's also a way to involve Leos and make them also more interested in the lions world, right? And maybe make easier the transition, get to know the Leos easier, because yeah, the services are a great occasion to get to know each other, right?
If I can add,
Yeah.
Max from London, England. I do know that clubs had the grant for the environment and they did lots of projects. I haven't really checked whether there was a similar grants available for the Leos, but we have done projects where Leos were involved with the environment projects. One of the interesting projects was to upgrade a community park, which was in a very bad shape. They tidied it up and then put lots of trees in there and what have you, and it became a very interesting. The backdrop of that is that it attracted a lot of local people to know more about lions, because there's always a board or something in the parks on which you can advertise what lions have done there.
Thank you very much. I love the idea of...
No, it doesn't matter that you do it on this specific day. It's just, it can be done in all week. It's actually a fundraiser for our foundation, which is so important, that we acknowledge our foundation as the pot with money who can help everybody in the world. And when we contribute, we get money back. If we don't contribute, we don't get money back. Simple as that.
Yep.
So if you donate, you get some grants.
Yes.
And if you don't donate, you don't get grants, which is actually a very quite simple principle. So we have to donate, as certainly as the rich Western European countries. We have to donate to our foundation instead of other foundations, because we are usually donating a lot of money to other foundations, but donate them to your own foundation, which is the best foundation in the world. Absolutely, because no money goes somewhere else. It's only for good causes. Okay.
Any other thoughts on the subject? Anyone?
We have some quiet people here.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Are you comfortable with English, Matilde, Paola? Not so? Not so? Not to speak. Do you understand what we are saying? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That is, Carlos, you too? Okay, that is important.
Where are you from?
Carlos, where are you from?
I'm from Mexico.
Ah, okay. Wow.
So if you
Wow.
want, I can help you translate if you want to say something.
That's a long distance. If you want to say something in Spanish, we have someone who can translate.
Oh, wow. Thank you. I do a project with the Leos the last year. Bueno, gracias, María. Hicimos un proyecto con los Leos el año pasado y fue un foro internacional de diabetes.
So last year they... lo siento, pero puedo primero traducir.
More slowly.
Sí, y después.
Okay.
Continuar. Last year they did a project with Leos, which was a national convention about the diabetes. Sí.
Fue un proyecto internacional. Participaron muchos leos y leones de diferentes países.
It was an international project, and to which participated many Leos and lions from many countries.
Y esta vez queremos hacer un reto y hacer la segunda edición.
they want this year to do a second like part of this event and to improve it, like to redo it, but even better.
Y buscar fondos para la fundación.
And to search for funds for the LCIF Foundation.
Estamos armando el proyecto y es una oportunidad increíble estar con ustedes porque podemos hacer las conexiones directas.
They are starting a project and they think it's really great that they have the opportunity to be here with us today because this is a way to have a direct communication with us, and they want we to work with them to help them for this project.
Sobre todo por el reto que queremos lanzar, que esperemos que sea bastante divertido.
And most importantly, just no puedo recordarme qué significa reto. Lo siento.
Okay, the goal.
Repita.
We have a goal. We have a goal. Un reto, una...
Es reto y después puedo traducirlo.
Claro. Reto es una meta que queremos lanzar para que se unan a la recaudación de fondos.
Yeah. So the idea is that they start an initiative so they can collect money through it for the foundation. So they want in the same time to collect money for the LCIF foundation, but as well to have fun and enjoy ourselves during it. ¿Eso es todo?
Sí, gracias María. Thank you, María. Thank you for listening. My bad English.
Pero la razón es porque ahora vivo en Italia. No me escucho en italiano.
Okay. My question would be to actually Lions directly. How comfortable were you with all technical programs? I'm not sure about how well you were using like Zoom or any PPT, PowerPoint presentations or Prezi or any other, but I would like to ask what has changed in terms of the technical programs that you use. Are you more comfortable, and do you have any thoughts on this?
We ask Alan.
Thank you. Well chosen. Yes, we have used Zoom more or less from the beginning, and we are a fairly elderly club. You almost have to have a grey beard to join the club, even the women. But we have used Zoom. It's a bit sad that there are so few Brits that are joining in with your fireside chats. And we are, I think, sometimes very insular, that we're very good at our club bit, but even things like districts and zones are let go by, which is a shame because we miss a lot of the camaraderie and the interest to know about LCIF projects, to listen to the Leos that have spoken so well this evening. And I think that we miss an awful lot in UK, but I'm so grateful to Zoom for allowing some of us at least to be able to talk to each other around the world. It's fabulous.
It's a nice thing that you already knew Zoom before COVID-19. I'm looking at some of our Lions Club in my district, like Turkey. Even we were not able to have a lecture to potential members of Leos because our Lions were not ready and they were not familiar with using online tools and it was not possible for us to continue. So what I can say for my district is that our lions are now more comfortable. They're using presentations and they're doing everything.
Is saying start a new club or a branch club, I think, even at least in the Netherlands.
Yes.
I think the best is when Leos come to Lions clubs, because otherwise the Lion Club will die, because everyone gets
platforms, because it's more like convenient sitting in our living rooms and talking to someone from UK, someone from Barbados. That would be my first time. That's a nice thing to have. So I think like we overcame the technical difficulties during this COVID-19, and it will.
Welcome back.
Hi, Annie.
Hi, welcome back, everybody.
It was very interesting for me. I'm joining such organization for the first time, and I really enjoyed my time in the room.
I'm happy that you enjoyed.
Hello. Yeah, it was okay. We have a few Leo clubs, but they don't get recognition so often.
So are we all back? Almost.
Yes.
Is everybody back, Anelia? You think so?
I hope so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe we lost a few on the way.
So.
Okay. Welcome back, all of you. I hope you enjoyed your discussions in the rooms. I would like to have a very brief summary of each room, if that is possible. Victor, room number 1. Do you have a speaker, or do you do it yourself?
I took that upon myself, and I will try to be brief, a challenge as that is. So we talked about the recruitment of Leos and young lions and what works and what doesn't. And we did recognize that it's a bit of a vicious circle. It's always easier to reach out and recruit young people with other young people. But when your district starts losing those Leos, or when those young lions become older, that gets more and more difficult. So how do we break that? And the key is really to go where the young people are and find them where they are. Often that can be in schools or connected to universities, but it can also be in your family. Bring your children or grandchildren into the organization, share the Lion and Leo experience together with them. Here we should also recognize the potential that the shift to digital during the past year offers us, and see how we can use that, because that can facilitate young people's participation when they might be spread out, might be busy with a lot of other things going on, and being engaged online might be easier than committing physically sometimes. At the same time, it's not only about recruiting new people, it's also about making sure that they stay in the organization, so that you have a thriving Leo movement that survives. And to do that, it's really about inclusion and respect and openness, and make sure that they feel seen and that they are treated like partners in the work. And that can be done, as other groups will have discussed, through joint activities, but also like simple things like making Leos visible by including the Leo logo in activities that you do, where the Lions logo is seen. And lastly, it's also about making sure that you highlight the selling points of Lions that might speak to young people. And one very strong such selling point is the diversity of projects, and that it's not you can really do what your passion is, and that we should highlight that much more, so that young people, whether they're passionate about environmental issues, social issues, vision, classic Lion things, or entirely new topics, that this is a space where they can come in and really engage in that and really make a difference on what they believe is important. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Victor. Wow, that was a good discussion in room 1. Thank you. Room 2. Where's room 2? Room 2 was Marta. Marta.
Yes. So
thank you.
We focus about 4 different themes. The first one is about the importance to create service together, Lions clubs and the Leo clubs. And in Italy, we have a document which said these things, which was created by Leos and Lions. So every year, Italian Leos and Lions has to create one service together. And I wanted to know if also in the other countries there is these kind of things. The second theme is about the age difference and the problem when you are 30 to enter in a Lions club with old people. And about these things, someone talked about the Lions Club branch, this kind of Lions Club with Lions from 30 to 40 or 45 years old, like expedient of transition. And I think this is interesting, but we have talked about also that when you are 45, maybe you are ready to enter in an older Lions club, but they can also create Lions, just a Lions club with these members and never entered in the Lions club Lions Club sponsor. The third theme, it was about the international Lions clubs, and like president like Gudrun and also other president has improved the transition in the Lions clubs, and these not only with the expedient of the quote, like Leo members when become Lions has to pay just 100 or 200 euros, but also because we have the access to a lot of leadership course and other benefits. And about these things, we have talked about when you are 28 and you are Leo member, you can do Leo and Lions members together. So you are part in the Leo club and also in the Lions club sponsor. And the fourth point was about the Lions club mix, so female and male Lions clubs, because in Italy, but also I have understood in other countries, often the Lions club sponsor were the older, and they still have all the rules, we can say, and only male are admitted in the Lions club. So when you are a girl and you are 13, you can't enter in the Lions club sponsor. You have to you are looking for another Lions club that you don't know, because you have relationship with the Lions club sponsor, and these can for this reason, maybe Leos don't enter in different Lions clubs. And this was about our discussion.
Thank you very much, Marta. Very interesting discussion and topic, I think, for many of us. Group number 3, Letizia, working together.
Exactly. So we discussed and presented ideas about collaboration, Leo Lions collaboration. So the first idea that came up is, of course, the LCIF Day, the European event that will be in June. So that's already an occasion to collaborate Leo and Lions, but also like fundraising could be a way to collaborate for LCIF. And then from Belgium, we had the idea of this workshop that could be created together for Leo and Lions, because Leos can always bring, fresh ideas. And also, give brand new ideas about application, technology, etc. To evolve service. And then we have the the other aspect we discussed about, that is the environment. So environmental surveys are super interesting for youths and for LEOs in general, and they were also, especially this year, that environment was so important also for Lions. It was, you know, a way to enhance and start new collaborations. And this brought us to discuss about the grants. So the environmental grant, the LCIF service grant. The grants are always a way in which Leo and Lions have to collaborate together, because now it's becoming compulsory in some, you know, to obtain some of the grants. And it could be a way thanks to which Leos decide to become Lions, or thanks to which Leos get to know the local Lions. Then we have seen together also that in England there was this service in collaboration Leo and Lions to upgrade a community park, so to do a very practical service, because Leo really like to do practical stuff and not only go to events or meetings. We really want to put our hands on the service. And then we talked about the youth exchange program, another great point of collaboration and of meeting and joining forces, Leos and Lions, because myself, I became Leo because of youth exchange. So it's already a way to to have more Leos in the association, but it's also a way thanks to which I participated, but then I helped the Lions organize in the next camp. So again, it's a great way to collaborate. And the new Voices itself, it's a way to collaborate together, Leo and Lions. And the last point was to always remember about creating reduced fees for Leos in Lions event, to have them coming and joining and collaborating. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Letizia. Interesting examples of cooperation and working together. And we will have a little bit more time. We need a couple of minutes more, but I would like to give the opportunity to Berna to give us the summary of room 4.
Okay. You would not need any summary, but we were talking with Elizabeth in the room. I was surprised. It was the best room, obviously. So we focused on I can say 4 topics. So first, they're all related to we are being online all the time, and we are having all the benefits of being online. So we know more about each other. Instead of waiting annual or half-year meetings, now we get the chance to meet with all of us, all around the world, weekly or monthly. So we know all about us. So we have fresh memories of each other. It's a nice thing, because either way, annual meetings or half-year meetings, afterwards, in a day or in a week, we all forget everything. So we have fresh memories. So we can also say that the frequency of the meetings are increased, so physical presence is no more needed. We learned that. Previously, we would say we have to see each other, we have to go to that country to do something with the other Lions or Leo clubs, but now we know that physical presence is not needed. We gave also some examples. So Elizabeth gave an example about it. A Bulgarian Lions Club and a Turkish Lions Club are actually, they're doing this cooking contest, and they're doing this without having to be in the same country, and this is possible. We also talked about our change in marketing strategy, because starting from that example of cooking contest, we said that it would be a nice way to attract other people outside of Lions community. So we can take this example and create a more different projects and try to use this as a marketing strategy. So this will be one of the aspects. And lastly, we also focused on the change of the usage of technical programs. We also gave examples of the Lions Club that were not so comfortable with using technical programs such as PowerPoint or Zoom or any other Prezi. So COVID-19, I cannot say gave us the opportunity like a good thing, but it gave us the opportunity to be more connected with Lions, and Lions are now keeping up with Leos because they are more comfortable with all the technical programs that they learned to use during COVID-19. And we actually overcame the difficulties of not being able to meet in person with all the Lions and Leos together. We also focused on LCIF and the LCIF Day that's soon to be coming on 12th of June. But we gave also examples about the projects related to LCIF. But since we were talking about like the COVID-19 and what has changed, I saved it for the last argument. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Werner. Great, great opportunity to discuss this in smaller groups, and I'm always glad that you're doing such a good job. Which is my conclusion that we should do this more often. And we should certainly not stop after we go back to personal meetings. We should continue to do these internationally because we all do not always have the opportunity to travel. And this could be a very good supportive way to meet more often and to remember, as you said. Thank you very much, all of you, for contributing. Before I conclude, I would like to bring a message from past International Director Robert Redby. He wanted to say something, he couldn't be here, so I will just bring his video on screen. I will stop share this and I will share, let me see, my screen again. Just a few moments and I will share my screen again. And I hope you can hear the sound. I will put it more on. Here we go.
Voices, distinguished guests, and I know you're many, given the quality and the success of your fireside evenings. Dear friends, unfortunately, I'm not able to be with you for this very last meeting of the year. As a DGE group leader, I'm conducting the last session for my group right now as you meet. And Elizabeth, also group leader, knows what I'm talking about. It does require our full attention. But I did not want to miss this opportunity to be with you, at least through this video for this very last fireside of the fiscal year. I want to congratulate you, all of you, for your outstanding work. I've had an opportunity to say this before. You are truly the strongest driving force of the Global Action Team. We could not have done without you. What an extraordinary, and literally, I mean it in all senses, extraordinary year this has been. And what a remarkable example you have shown. Due to quite a few commitments, I've unfortunately missed some of your fireside meetings. Please excuse me.
I'm Omar, but boys call me Papa Omar. You could join us. Join you? Yeah, a casa hogar. I'm not no orphan.
I just moved that floor.
You can't expect street kids to learn manners overnight.
You've had 20 years to learn, Omar.
Facilitated. Most of you were there. What a success. Speaking of commitment, you know I've been wearing many hats during these past years. It has always been, and it continues to be, a great pleasure. After 6 years of serving the Global Action Team, 3 years as an area leader and 3 years as a constitutional area leader, I've asked to be allowed to step down from this position at the end of this fiscal year to better focus on the other positions I'm holding in our international organization. I would not have done this had I not known that we had a great team in place with strong and committed area leaders. And I would not have done this had I not known that there is an outstanding lion ready to take over the European leadership of the Global Action Team. Those who attended the New Voices event in Turkey last week know who I'm talking about. The others may have heard it. Allow me nonetheless this opportunity tonight to tell you who my successor as Constitutional Area Leader will be, and you will be very happy to hear that. None other than PID Elizabeth Hatterer. Congratulations, Elizabeth, and thank you for your hard work. I'm looking forward to continue serving with you, as I will lead the GMA steering committee next year, and I will continue being the vice chair of the Campaign 100. So we'll remain in touch. And once again, thank you all for your great work. Sorry not to be with you. Have a beautiful evening.
So thank you, Robert, for this. He insisted. So I was playing his video. I would like to share my screen again, because we have a last thing to do, which is the last. And I would like to thank you for your dedication and all your participation in this year. And I promise we will continue with the New Voices Firesides next year. We will even do in summer, again, a summer hat chat like we did last year. So bring your summer hat with you, then you will see the announcement, you will get an invitation. And I would like to bring a toast to all of you, that you have been here all year long, actually, many of you. So I would like to thank you for that. I get a new challenge. So I will not be in the fireside always, but I have a great team and they can do firesides as good as I, so that's no problem. But we will continue, and we will even make the New Voices stronger in the Global Action Team. I will promise you that. So cheers all of you. Have a great evening. And I see you all at the summer hat chat, summer hat chat with a cocktail as well. And I wish you good luck next year in the fiscal year, whatever you do. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Cheers,
Thanks.
everyone.
Oh, that's a big bottle, Marta.
No.
Okay.
No, it's Italian.
It's Italian. Okay, very nice. Thank you very much and take care.